Introduction to Classical Tibetan, Lesson 3-2, Existential Verbs. The most common existential verb is yupa. It means to exist, or can sometimes be translated as to be. For example, the sentence dudo yu means animals exist, or there are animals. Sometimes yu simply shows existence, but more often than not, it shows existence in a location. We use the particle la to indicate location, and in these cases, we can translate it as in, on, or at. For example, we could take the sentence dudo yu, animals exist, and at a location, followed by the la particle. So, la, in Tibet. So we could say, la dudo yu, in Tibet, animals exist. Or in English, it would make more sense just to say, there are animals in Tibet. Because the location is marked with the la particle, word order is not important. We could just as easily take this sentence and say, dudo la yu, and it would convey the same meaning. The opposite of yu is me. There are some examples of sentences with yu and me on page 32 of your textbook, but let's take a look at a couple of examples here. Gompa sarpa deda yu. We already know all of these words. Gompa, monastery, followed by sarpa, new. So we have new monastery. And then there's deda, those. Finally, yu. So we could say, those new monasteries exist. Although it might sound better in English to say, there are those new monasteries. Let's try another one. Tashi tang sonam takang la me. Tashi and sonam are proper names here. They're linked by the connecting word dang, so we read them together as a nominal group. Tashi dang sonam, tashi and sonam. The next word, hakang, meaning temple, is marked by a la particle. So we know that this is a location, in the temple, or maybe at the temple. Then we have me, the negative existential verb. So we end up with tashi and sonam are not in the temple. The verb yupa can also be used to show possession. In these cases, the possessor is marked with the la particle. This is because in sentences that show possession, the possessor is understood as the location of the possession. For example, ngala kangpa yu means I have a house. Literally, we could read this as, to me, a house exists. Obviously, I have a house makes a little bit more sense. Let's try one more. Kongi pama la ngul mangpo me. Here we have the pronoun kong, meaning he or she, connected to the word pama, meaning parents, by the connector particle gi. So this means his or her parents, literally parents of him or her. Then we have the la particle, showing possession. Next we have mul, which means money, followed by the adjective mangpo, many or a lot. So mul mangpo, a lot of money. Then the verb me. So when we read this all together, we get his parents don't have a lot of money. Again, literally this reads, to his parents, a lot of money does not exist. That's all we'll cover for today. To recap, existential verbs can show existence. When other words are found in an existential sentence along with the la particle, this can show either existence in a location or possession.